morning, everyone. I hope you're starting out with a wonderful Tuesday morning. And I wanted to pop on here. I wanted to tell you something. That is what my niece used to say when she was much, much, much younger. She would walk up to me. I wanted to tell you something. And then she would tell you. But she started everything with, I wanted to tell you something. It was the most cute, adorable thing that I wish she still did, and I wish she was still a little bitty bitty. I love her just as much now as I did in the beginning, but I sure do miss that little one. Don't we? Don't we all always miss the little ones? The little ones always grow into big ones. Anyway, I was talking yesterday about a quote from the Buddha, uh, and it was about love and how love never runs out. He was using an analogy of lighting a candle, lighting 1,000 candles with one, and the flame being just as strong, and it never runs out. Um, that's the truth. Love can't run out because it's what runs everything. I mean, everything is run by the power of love. So you can share and share and share love with others, and you will never deplete it. It will be as strong and as infinite as ever. And that's an amazing thing in itself. But it's logical when you really think about it. Um, Forgiveness starts with yourself. If you're having a hard time forgiving someone for something, no matter what it is, as bad as it can be, as simple as it can be. If you're having trouble forgiving someone, the problem is actually that you have not yet forgiven yourself. That's where it begins. You cannot truly forgive others if you haven't forgiven you. And you might ask, well, what do I have to be forgiven for? I doubt you'll ask that, because most of us know the things that we're hung up on, the things that we feel guilty for throughout our entire lives. So we know these things really. It's not. I don't know of anybody that would actually claim they've never done anything that they need forgiveness for. But it's not that you need forgiveness from anyone else out there more than you need forgiveness from yourself. You have to forgive yourself for all of the big, medium, and small things through your entire life. And once you have properly done that, which it's really, we make it hard because we argue with ourselves in our own heads about what we deserve, and you deserve forgiveness. Let me tell you that right now. We make a lot of mistakes in this life. A lot of it, well, almost all of it, if not all of it, I want to say all of it, is because we do it to ourselves. The bad decisions and things we do in life are because we don't make decisions from a place of love. We make decisions from all kinds of other reasons, greed, lust, all kinds of other things, but we forget to stop and ask ourselves, is this decision that I'm making coming from a place of love? And if it is not, then we need to stop and reconsider. As humans, we will knee jerk. We will make decisions without thinking, without thought, by just going by one of those emotions that are out there, like anger, lust, greed, one of those things, or then there's many more, but we'll make decisions based on those things, and those are feelings, not thoughts, and instead of from a place of love. If you are making a decision you are doing and it's coming from a place of love, you can pretty much bet that it is going to be the right decision. So we know most often, again, that's one of those that I want to say, actually, we know 100% of the time. Excuse me. When we are doing something wrong. I don't believe that people don't know when they're doing something wrong, unless they've got something actually that's causing them not to think correctly, a mind altering situation, which could be anything from a birth defect to, yes, there are exceptions to every rule, especially that rule. There are things that are extenuating circumstances that can cause us to make improper decisions. But most often, we know when we're making a bad decision, and we choose to either do it or not do it. Anyway, so think about that. Think about the fact that we make our own decisions, and so if you're going to do something, ask yourself, is this coming from a place of love? And if it is, you can feel confident that what you're doing is probably the right thing. And if it isn't, well, then rethink it. It's really not that hard, and you should try it out. It's something I'm trying to do daily, trying to check myself. I love all of you all very, very, very much. Just recently got notice that a good friend online, another one of those people that I've never met in person, but I became really good friends with online and had long, long conversations with. This friend, Robert, has passed away, and well, the last things I said to him were I love you, and thank you for being my friend. I try to make that the last thing I say to anybody anymore, is I love you. That's very important. And he knew he was loved by a lot of people. And he was such a good person and loved so many others. You know what? He still is a good person. I don't talk about people in the past tense because I believe they just go into the main spirit, the main energy, the love force. And if anybody is going to be leading the way into that love force, it's going to be Robert. Uh, he is a very, very good person. He is fantastic. And he's got lots to share still. And he's doing it, I'm sure. As my friend Ryan told him, we imagine he's getting off at Willoughby. Those of you that understand that reference, good for you. Anyway, I love you all very, 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 very much. And if for some reason we were not to ever see each other or hear from each other again, just take that with you. Take that knowledge with you, that you are loved, and not just by me. You are loved by a whole lot of people. I promise. I promise that. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. You are loved. So know that, and do what I said earlier, and always ask yourself, if whatever decision you're making, ask yourself if it comes from a place of love. And you won't make many mistakes. You'll make some, because you're human, and you're not going to do what I said every time. Same with me. I'm going to make more mistakes, and I'm going to kick myself for them. Love you all. Talk to you soon. You have a great day.